Yo guys, this is Mac Geek iOS again with your Lion features review, overview, whatever you want to call it. But I'm not really going to show you the OS yet because I don't want to break any rules or whatever. So I'm just going to show you I'm sure everyone's already seen this, but it's www.apple.com/macOSX. X stands for the 10, as somebody pointed out on my YouTube page. Thank you for pointing that out. That was a mistake on my part. I'm sorry for Roman numeral freaks out there. But it is indeed macOS 10. I've looked it up and everything. And I had been saying macOS X, and I'm sorry for that. But the website is macOS X, as in 10, the Roman numeral, I believe. So, if you have any more feedback on that, please check me out on Twitter, MacGeekIOS, also, or post to my YouTube page, MacGeekIOS. And so, as you can see, this is just their Lion page, and it is taking the place of Snow Leopard on their OS 10 page. And as you can see, they're calling it OS 10 Lion. They're not calling Mac OS 10, which is kind of interesting. And let's just dive right in. So what's new? Multi-touch gestures. Well, this has always been sort of in Mac OS 10, or at least Snow Leopard, and a little bit in Leopard. But I don't have much experience with previous versions prior to Leopard, because that's when I got my first Mac. I was Windows before that. I was Windows, and then I switched to Linux, and then I kind of liked that, so I got a Mac, and I've started to like it. But the gestures have always pretty much been in since Leopard. Well, Leopard sort of, but I don't really remember using them until Lion that much, so. As you can see, there is a 3 fingers up to view mission control, 3 to the side to switch apps, 2 finger scroll. That's in Snow Leopard right now. Tap to zoom. I think that's in Leopard. Pinch to zoom is cool. I like doing that on my iPhone 4 and my iPad and stuff. And the navigate, swipe to navigate. That's also pretty cool. Sorry guys. Alright. Now full screen apps. They've always really had this. I mean, some apps did it, some didn't. I mean, nobody really cared until this point. But I like this because right now my main computer is a 13-inch MacBook Pro with 4 gigs of RAM and a 520 RPM. 540 RPM and drive, and so I want to take advantage of every pixel, so it's kind of nice for those of us that may be on an 11-inch Air or a 13-inch Air or the plastic MacBooks or a small, like a laptop. This is like if you're on like one of those big Mac Pros with like a 27-inch, 30-inch cinema display, that would be kind of annoying having like Safari or a system like a web browser full screen, but apps like iPhoto and stuff would be really nice, as they show right here. Mission control is just sort of visual stuff. I mean, it's pretty much the same as Expose and Spaces. For those of you that do not know, I'm sure everybody who's watching this does know, but if you are not watching, if you don't know, Spaces lets you have multiple desktops like that. I only have 2 right now, so I just don't have that much stuff. I usually have open at once. And Expose lets you see everything open in each space. So they're just sort of combining those. I mean, big for some people, some for not. I don't think I'll use it much, but it's just nice knowing it's there. Mac App Store, this is huge. Everybody probably knows about this too, because anybody who has Snow Leopard, most likely, who is a geek, most likely has this. So that's the way to get software into Mac OS X. and you can get thousands of apps right from your Mac. Launchpad, again, this is just visual stuff, just like where all the software on your system is. For the non-geeks, think about them. Resume, I mean, this is gonna be nice because I always leave stuff open when I shut down and restart or whatever, so it's gonna be good. Autosave and versions, I think this is also for the non-geeks. I mean, I know geeks forget to save sometimes too. But it's the non-geeks that I tend to have the trouble with this sort of stuff. AirDrop, that's also for the non-geeks. Instead of using Bluetooth syncing and stuff, you can just, do this. I've always done Bluetooth syncing because in addition to this MacBook Pro, I have a 21.5-inch iMac from 2006, so it's pretty old and pretty slow. It only has 1 gig of RAM, but I still use it for some things, mostly email, Twitter, etc. And I do all my shows on the MacBook Pro, so those of you that wonder. And that's nice because there's no Wi-Fi, but it's through Bluetooth, 30 feet, and it's all encrypted, which is nice too. Mail. This is huge for me because I use Mail as my main email client. I also use Outlook 2011 with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, etc. in it too. But I just love full screen, especially on such a small computer. Like whenever I use Google Chrome, I always put that in full screen. Whatever apps I can put in full screen, they are in full screen. So I love Mail. Lion server. Hey, I don't really care much about this because it's just I don't really need the server stuff. So let's go to the feature list. Here, okay. It's a bunch of new accessibility things they added in. The new address book look and stuff. I already did AirDrop. New Apple script stuff. Autosave. New Automator. Electronic distribution. This is big because it's a great deal. $30. You get to install it on 5 authorized Macs, I think, or I don't know what the number is, but it's amazing how they do this. But it's going to be great because I only have to pay $30 and I can get both of my Macs all up to date, ready to go. And so I hate but when I updated from Leopard to Snow Leopard, I had to drive out to the store, grab a disc, so if they had it, and it was a bad experience. So I'm happy about this, but Apple's not really thinking about the people that don't have broadband internet like I do. So I'm on Wi-Fi right now, by the way, not on a gigabit Ethernet. So, and I'm pretty far away from my router too. So FaceTime, we've had this for a while. So File Vault, that's all new. I use that. New Finder, full screen, we've already done that. New iCal, it's nice. I don't use iCal. I actually use a traditional paper calendar. iChat, I don't know why they kept this around with FaceTime, but it's good for the iChatters. Internet Restore, Launchpad, already done that. Mac App Store. Mail, we've already talked about. Mission Control, Gestures, networking. Photo Booth's all new, full screen. Preview is new, full screen also. Safari, we've already done that. I did a whole thing on that. Screen sharing, that's pretty nice. I use that sometimes. Spotlight's also pretty good. Windows migration, that is big. There's new preferences. new text things, new text edit, new time machine, a full screen terminal window. It sounds kind of odd. Like, I mean, it doesn't sound odd, but it sounds sort of geeky, but it's going to be big for me because I do a lot of terminal crap and stuff, so Xscans included. Oh yeah, guys, that's pretty much. And you can get to this page at apple.com/macOSX, not 10. I know it's macOS 10, but they say X in the thing, Roman numerals, /what's-new/features.html. You can visit that site and check out all the features for yourself, and if you're a developer, you can get the preview, or if you saw my other video about Lion getting it for free, you can do that too. So, yep, and go ahead, do that. Have fun with this, guys. It should be coming out tomorrow, and for those of you watching in the future, today is Monday, July 18th. I've heard from John Siracusa over at 5x5 that in Ars Technica that it's going to be coming out tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the 19th of July, 2011. And yeah, so you can follow him at Twitter, Siracusa, no Z, according to Dan Benjamin. And I am MacGeekIOS, so enjoy.